Hello friend, I'm Alicia, Ayurvedic health practitioner, and welcome to your 5-minute practice to pacify Vata, to regulate the nervous system and help you feel calm, overcome fear and anxiety. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, and that way, when I send out new videos, you'll always get these practices and little Ayurvedic educational tips notified to you. If you click that little bell icon, you'll get the notifications. So let's dive into today's practice. We're going to go through a very simple reset. So I encourage you to practice this every day. The only days you don't want to practice it is, well, if you're pregnant, if you're on your menstrual cycle, and if you have any kind of head or ear, nose, and throat challenge in the current season of life that you're in. You can always do a modification of this practice, and I'll show you how to do both. So we'll do two practices. One is called the bee humming breath, known as Bhramari Pranayama. And the second one is a mudra practice, which is a position of your hand that is going to direct the energy channels in your body into one that is supportive for your well-being. So in the Bhramari Pranayama practice, the main way to do it is we're going to close the ears off with your thumbs, and then you'll drape your 4 fingers across the central line of your face. And in the full practice, you're going to be taking deep breaths in through the nose, and then you're going to exhale with a humming sound while you close this little flap tragus of the ears. It'll look like this. And then you try to hold that sound as long as you can for the full length of your exhale, while you're trying to breathe in the belly and in the rib cage and into the low back. So when you breathe deep, you want your chest to stay fairly relaxed, and you want the expansion to happen in the lower part of your belly. And it helps to direct through a sound because the vocal cords kind of close a narrower passage, and then that humming sound washes over your whole body. If you don't want to do the full closing off of the ears, which just intensifies the sound in the head and the reverberation throughout the whole body, you can simply cup your ears gently, just so you have a little bit of a comforting, close feedback loop of that sound, or you can simply make the humming sound without your arms lifted at all, and you'll still get a nice benefit from making the humming sound with your voice. So we're going to practice this humming breath with 7 full breaths. And then as soon as we complete the 7 full breaths, we'll take a pause, and you're going to raise your right hand into a mudra that we call Abhaya Mudra. So Bhaya is the Sanskrit term for fear. Abhaya is the negation of fear. So as you hold your hand in this gentle position, palm facing out, ideally use your right arm. Fingers are relaxed but together, and your elbow is tucked in close to your side. Shoulders are relaxed down, and you're just going to hold this mudra for another 7 breaths. So we'll do a few breaths leading up to the practice. Then we'll begin the Bhramari Pranayama 7 breaths. And then we'll sit for 7 breaths of holding Abhaya Mudra, but that's just going to be you continuing the long, slow, deep breaths. And then you relax your hand down. And ideally, you can continue with breath awareness, slow breathing into the next task of your day. So that's the full practice. So let us begin. So to begin, make sure you're in a comfortable seat and your Hips aren't slumped, so you're not slouched down, which will make it hard to breathe. So you want to be in a chair with back support or not. You can prop your hips up and make sure the pelvis is slightly tilted forward. And this helps to create more openness in the areas you'll be breathing. And then we're going to take just a couple big clearing breaths, just in your own way of sighing it out. Notice where your breath goes. Take a couple deep breaths now into the lower part of feel your belly and your ribs and even your low back. Trying to allow your collarbone and your chest to stay a little bit relaxed. Okay, now all together, let's exhale all the air out. Take a full deep breath in and exhale with a humming sound for Bhramari Pranayama. And when you're complete, bringing your hands back down to your lap and allowing the right hand to come up into Abhaya Mudra. Continue a long, slow, deep breaths into your lower belly, ribs, and lower back. About 7 times. Whenever you've completed the mudra practice, you can return your hands down to your lap and just pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice what you notice. And I would love to hear in the comments below, how did you feel before today's practice? And how do you now feel after today's practice? I look forward to hearing from you. Hari Om. Blessings. Enjoy this practice. Please practice it daily. We can all carve out 5 minutes to help return to ourselves and dissolve tension out of our system. If for any reason you feel more tense, then next time you practice, make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Make sure you're breathing from the lower belly. Slow your breaths more. There's lots of things that you can do to tweak. It's hard because I'm not sitting here with you in person, but if you have any questions, you can also leave that below in the comments and I'll answer them. So lots of love to you. Please be sure to also look at the description below this video and join in for our monthly classes. So we have a live Ayurvedic community classes where we go deeper into not only these practices, but the bigger context of your healing journey and understanding the lens of Ayurvedic wisdom to help heal the body, to overcome chronic pain, anxiety, nervous system dysregulation, how to more consistently really resolve the things internally that cause the dysregulation. So join us for those in our workshops, and I'll see you in the next practice, in the next video. Lots of love.